Okay, so Bella and I just got back from the dog park to escape the drama from the house because Charles was really pissing me off. When Trucker was telling me, "You're not as smart as you think you are," and I was telling Charles that, he was like, "You don't ever grade your own report card." Because I'm like, I'm not the one who says I'm smart around here. Like, I am. But I don't tell them that I'm smarter than they are. Like, there are many instances in which they're smarter than I am. And I accept that. Nobody is smartest in everything, right? But then Charles today, you will never be as smart as I am because I learned from the Word of God. And well, earlier when Trucker was telling me that, and I was telling Charles that, he was like, "You don't ever grade your own report card. You let other people figure it out." Okay, well, Charles, you just told me that you are pretty much the smartest person on the planet, and I had to get away from that drama. I cannot handle that bullshit. I really can't. And he's thanked me several times for not hoarding Bella and letting, everyone have play with her, because what's the point of having a dog if she's not a family dog? But when Charles came in to take her out this morning, she didn't want to go. That was her choice. So it wasn't even me keeping her, oh, I'm sorry, baby, keeping her away from him this morning. She didn't want to go with him. Yet when Jeff comes in, yeah, she's all over that. So she and I went to the dog park today, and it was awesome. It was really weird because most people sort of stumble over themselves to help me as if they're like getting, like I'm a charity case and they're winning points above. And honestly, I need the help. So I appreciate it. I do. But sometimes I feel like I'm just such a sunken wreck of a person that everyone has to treat me like I'm so abnormal. But I was normal at the dog park. No one helped me until I asked. Bella did some little Houdini thing and got out of her leash, out of her collar. And so I asked a man and his daughter to help me find her, and they did on the way in. And then she did it again on the way out, and I asked a man to help me to pick her up. I could see her, I just couldn't get to her, and he did. And I got out of my wheelchair and played with her on the grass. And then, of course, a bunch of other dogs came and played with me, and because I was laying on the grass. That's what they do. I play with dogs and kids on the grass. And not one person asked if I had fallen. Maybe it was because they saw me get out. I'm I'm glad when people ask if I've fallen, because I'd hate to have need the help and not, have people ask for it. But at the same time, I loved the fact that no one treated me like I was abnormal. I was just some woman playing in the grass. Well, maybe that part is abnormal, but because everyone else was sitting on rocks and benches, and I'm like, no, I want to play in the grass with the dogs. No one asked if I had fallen. No one offered to push me. And there were times I would have liked it, yes. And I could have asked them to help me, and they would have. But you learn how to adapt, and I got out of the chair, and I pushed the chair like a walker over the parts that I couldn't roll. Because you learn how to adapt. And I appreciate when people offer to help all the time, I do. But I also really appreciated being treated like I was normal.